Alright, good morning everybody, good morning. Welcome back to another live stream. I'm your host Kevin Dubrisky, as you guys know in Discord, and on YouTube I say hello and welcome to our community of Bullishbrs. We are going to be looking at some price levels, some ES, NQ, gold, and oil. We could also look at some equities as well. Now something we always start with is that previous day high and low. So let's mark out the previous day high and low from yesterday, see where we're currently trading at in relation to that. And we have our previous day high is up here, previous day low is down here. We haven't taken out previous day low yesterday. We don't look like we're going to take out previous day low today. We're very far from it. Looks like we have good buying pressure today, right? Looks like we're making some higher highs on the daily time frame. Look at that, creating some higher highs, trying to close back above there, and some higher lows. So we are in a bit of a bull trend at the moment still, right? We've been in a bull trend since we reversed early April. So we'll look for some longs. We'll take a look at some other time frames, see if we can find our entries. Here's our 4 hour. I don't really see anything. 30 minute, not seeing much. Could delete any old zones that aren't relevant. 3 hour, 2 hour. I see a small 2 hour right here. This one's okay. We'll keep it for now. D2 hour demand. And we'll mark this as our 2 hour demand zone. Now, I don't think price is going to return to this area. If anything, we might get continuation today, break that previous day high, then hopefully come reclaim 6006. 6006 down here on ES. This is where I'd like to see us reclaim. This is 2 hour. 1 hour, 90, 45. Now something I like to look for when looking at 30 minute and 15 minutes, so because I'm bullish today, I'm looking for a new demand zone to enter on, right? Because we're near these highs and we haven't really broken them yet, I could look on maybe the 30 minute, 15 minute and look for a supply zone up here that I could use as a flip zone. So right now I do see we have a little bit of a flip zone, supply zone right here. Because at this point, we haven't broken it yet, and sellers came in here, we're active, came in here, we're active, came in here, we're active. At this point, look, we're trying to squeeze into it and break it. So if we could break higher and maybe create a low volume node or something like that around 60.20, 60.20 but might be my new entry, and we'll target around 60.56. That would be if we could break previous day high, we're looking bullish and get a retrace. Here's a 15 minute, not really seeing much on the 15. We will mark out the pre-market low down here, just in case price does want a gun for it. Don't think it will, but we could take a close eye on it. That is about 23 points away, so it's not unreasonable. We don't really have a good demand zone down here, something I'll note as well. So we'll just be patient on this, see how it wants to play out. This is ES, guys. Good morning, guys. ES would be the SPY for anybody trading SPY options. Now this is our footprint chart, our volume profile, and this is plotted on from last Tuesday, which we could then pull up. And we can plot it almost anywhere, right? Wherever we plot it, it will give us information up until now. So if we wanted to plot it from the start of this range, which would be down here, then it would give us our range, right? If we wanted to plot it somewhere more recent, see how price and volume is related to each other more recently, maybe at the start of this trend, from the bottom of this range up to here. Now look at this. This is our P pattern, a very clean P pattern. That's where we have very low volume to the downside, very high volume to the upside. On volume profile, this is a very bullish sentiment. So something to keep an eye on, guys. We're going to be bullish today. Buy today. We got to find good entry points as long as we could break and continue bullish. Now let's see. That's the 15. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Down here's another area, possible liquidity level. Some sell-side liquidity. Now, I might look for us to break, so if anything, maybe break this pre-market low and then reverse somewhere around like 59.80, right, somewhere over here, and use that SSL as my stop loss, right, seeing that we want to break it and maybe hold it. Now, if we don't, right, if we break through this price level and we break through it with a lot of strength and momentum, then I'm not going to be looking for that. I'm going to be looking for a break, maybe a break of this one, and then a reversal back higher. But at the moment, I would like to see maybe pre-market low get pulled back and reversed on, because also what I'd like to see is look at how we're rejecting out of the supply zone right here. So we pushed lower here. Second time we came into supply up here, we failed. Third time right here, failed to move lower again. So if we want to try to sell off from the supply zone, I'd look to see if we could create a higher low again out of the supply zone, and that higher low would help us to then break and continue back higher to new high a day. So even if we do want to sweep here and reverse, let's say I don't have enough confidence and I don't take my entry as soon as it hits that price level, that's okay if I want to maybe wait a little bit for a little more confirmation. We'll be able to use Bookmap as well when price does get to this point. Let's see. I don't see any price levels at the moment related to 59.73. But that's way far. 73 way far. Probably not going to have anything there for the moment. Guys, a good way I want to point out how to use sort of Bookmap in the sense of what it shows you is don't think so much of it as time, think of it more as price, right? So with Bookmap, it gives you the ability to zoom in so close on something that you could see it per tick. You could see the difference per tick per price level. You could then also zoom out far enough that you could see prices more grouped together, which can also give us some relative strength areas, right? This area we see right here on 6020, we zoom back out, sometimes it's not as strong. This is still pretty valid because it's right there, but let's say this was 4 levels combined into one, you wouldn't see it until you start squeezing the chart. Let's see, so 6020, where are we at on 6020? Right over here, pre-market high. I think we hold that. I don't think we want to go to that yet. I want to see us move lower first and find an area of support, maybe even if it's over here. Now, volume profile wise, I'm going to move it up. I'm going to adjust it to our pre-market. Let's go our 6 o'clock from yesterday. That way it tells me where we opened and where our current volume is. So right now, looks like a D shape, right? Now, even though it's not really filled in the middle here, this middle part might act as support. It's like a D shape pattern. I would actually look to see if maybe we want to come back to this key level. I like that key level too, is a good spot. See how this key level lines up with this low volume shelf right here, and above that other low volume shelf. Few things to consider there. Plus, I always like a good key level, and this area could work as a key level to create a higher low. Remember, guys, just looking for higher lows off of this supply zone because it looks like we're trying to squeeze through it. And if we were to create a higher low off of this pre-market low, we will not break it and we'll hold it. So if that's the case, maybe we'll reverse somewhere around this key level. I like this area, 6,003 today. Very good point, very good area. And if we do break right through it with strength, then I'm going to be looking for 59.92. So those are the two plans I'm looking for on ES today. Take a look at the NASDAQ now. Look at our daily candle. Previous day high, previous day low. Something I'll note is yesterday, NASDAQ did not break its previous day high. ES did break its previous day high. NAS did not. Here we go. Not this day, Friday. Friday, this green candle. ES had a much stronger green candle. Broke previous day high. It's 4 hour. We have our demand zone on NASDAQ. Now, if we do have a stronger pullback today, right, and these areas don't want to hold on ES, I do have a demand on ES at 59.73, and I also have a demand zone that hasn't been tested yet on NASDAQ at 21,464. So would sort of look to see if we can push to that price level. That would require some strong selling, about 300 points on NQ. So I'll be a little patient, see if that wants to play out. Most likely not because of how far it is, but it's not impossible. Look at this move right from, this is what, Thursday? 400 points to the downside on NQ. So maybe we want to create some lower highs off of the supply zone. We have to be able to be flexible with the market, and be able to change our plan and bias as soon as the information's provided to us. This price level I want to keep as a Q level. We'll make that like an orange, yeah. And we'll just call it KL as key level. And the reason I want to call it a key level is because it's previous day key level. So right yesterday, it worked very well as a support, and then even overnight it worked very well as support. So if we could pull back to that area, that'd be an area I'd be interested in for long. So something I note too, guys, is on our way higher, yes, I have a trade plan ready for if we want to go short, but on our way higher, we're creating a lot of support, which tells me there's a lot of good structure behind this. I think I gotta update. Let's see. Yeah, you see on my 2 hour, I could barely read that 2 hour right there, so I'm gonna change the text color, make it a little lighter. I'm gonna go back into my settings and save the template. D2H, great. One hour. Now, sort of same thing on NASDAQ, where I'll be looking to see if I could find a supply zone from yesterday to flip and be a demand zone for us today. So here's yesterday. I don't really have anything or see much of interest. Not even on the 15. Not even on the 15. 30, 45, I think hourly maybe? Nope. Nope. Let's see. Part of me is considering getting rid of this supply zone right here, this 3 hour we had, because we broke it once and then a couple more times. But we're going to be a little patient with that and see, because it is still an area of resistance, right? Every time price moves into here, we reject. So we know we are having trouble right now. 15-minute on NASDAQ does have a small demand zone right here. I'd be interested in longs. Let's put our volume profile up here. I don't think, right off the bat, I don't think it's going to be a low volume node, because price traded in this range a few times by now. Yeah, not much of a low volume node. Literally 2 areas of a low volume node, which make up about 68 to 74, 75, about 8 points. So maybe, and that does line up right with that key level. So again, looking for ES and Q to both come back to the top or bottom of their supply zones down here for long entries. Look, ES also has this supply zone for possible long entry. We are moving into it pretty quickly. It is about 8:58. Market's open about 30 minutes. I do not like taking these trade setups before market opens, so we will have to wait and see. So that's ES, that's NQ. We could take a look at gold as well. Something I do want to do today and going forward a little bit is keep an eye on the dollar, the DXY, when looking at gold. Some people use it for inverse. But what I saw this day right here was, look at this, guys. Oil came into a supply zone and rejected I'm sorry, did I say oil? The dollar. Dollar came into a supply zone and rejected lower. And from that point, gold also sold off with really good strength, I should add. So, yes, they must inverse to a sense, and when I zoom out, we see that they inverse each other almost on the daily time frame. But intraday, it seems to be they might possibly be able to trend together. So I'm going to be marking the dollar up a little bit as well. We'll see how it wants to react. Small area of demand right here on the 30-minute right now, but we could check the 45 and hourly. See if we have any other zones right there. 3 hour, 4 hour, not seeing much on the dollar. Dollar just seems very range bound. Yep, not seeing much. I do have just this 1 hour supply zone up here that we did reject. Alright, we're going to mark this as our supply. Alright, so we'll take a look at gold now to see if gold's giving us any good entry points. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. So let's mark out previous day high, previous day low. Something I'll note with gold is, guys, we're already breaking and already have broken previous day low. So if we want to check the stats on Edgeful, the stats are probably going to be very much in our favor that, hey, we're going to continue lower, or hey, we're going to close red today. So if we go to previous day's range, it'll tell me error. No, I'm just kidding, it might work. Let's see. Alrighty. Previous day's range. Nice. Come on, Edgeful. Go to report. We're looking at gold. We're looking at the daily session. And we're looking to see previous day's range, previous day low broken, and this says 74% chance of closing red. Now we could look at our by weekday. See 73% chance of closing red on Mondays. Now we could also look at our performance by weekday, which will tell us how strong our Mondays are in relative strength to our bullish or bearish, right? So here's Monday. Seems like okay. Second strongest day when it's green. And really not that weak when it's bearish. Could take a look at the New York session for bearish days as well. See how it reacts during the New York session. Really barely moves to the downside. But we'll see. We'll see. Because yesterday, look, we ended up moving lower. Did give us a move. So we can't expect nothing just because the stat tells us this is our average, right? So some days will be much more. Some days might be much less. And also gold has been more historically bullish the past like 5-6 months with all the market uncertainty. Yo, Fairchild, good day, good morning. What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are all doing good. Let's see what our analysis says now on our lower time frames on gold. See if we have any supply or demand zones. We'll delete this area. It's not interesting anymore. I want to move this one down a little bit. This will be our new AOI area of interest right there. This demand zone is broken. And, let's also bring our open price, right? So our open price is very helpful because if we're looking for us to close red today, guys, then I'm looking for us to hit higher and maybe find a short position above our open and hold it till we get back below our open because I'm expecting us to close red on the daily time frame. This is our daily. Right now we're above our open price, but we would really have to see. Let's see, 3 hour, 2 hour, looking at my time frames to see if we have any supply or demand zones set up or forming. New supply zone right here around 33.82. We'll mark that as supply. This is on the 2 hour time frame. And if we do have it on another time frame, then we will change it up. 3 hour, 1 hour, Again, just running through our time frames, making sure we're not missing anything. We have a little bit of a 90-minute demand zone that formed right here. So I say little bit because we have our basing, our impulse move isn't too strong, and our continuation also doesn't really bring us anywhere. So I'd be patient on that one. Let's see, we have been making lower highs. We have a little bit, let's see, another supply zone here on the 30-minute time frame. Mark this out as our S30 minute. And that is in an area of interest. So I actually do like the supply zone right here on gold. And we'll, again, be looking at the dollar today to see how the dollar reacts with gold. I'm going to ask Signet, because Signet has traded the dollar and gold way more than I have. Hey, Signet, let's see. Again, why community's so great. Do you use the trading gold? If so, how do you like to use it? Alright, let's see. Now let's update this volume profile because it is old, it is from yesterday. Let's bring it, first we'll look at it from our 6 o'clock today. See, it's a D shape, which means it is a neither buy nor sell zone. It's a range trade zone. So that tells me I would maybe, yes, look for shorts in supply or longs in demand, which we don't really have demand. So we'll have to see. Or sell side liquidity. That's where the demand would be under our volume profile, where the low volume node would be. Let's see. Let's see if we move it back a little bit. Nah, I don't want to move it back, because if we move it back, it's just going to confirm probably our sell-off here. So let's do yesterday 6 o'clock. And, oh, look at that, guys. We do have a low volume shelf right above the supply zone here. So we'll keep an eye on it. Very interesting. But it does look like it's also trying to create the D pattern in the sense that it looks like it wants to come up here, reject back, fill some volume. So this volume comes back higher and then push back lower. So we keep an eye for that today on gold. Maybe like 33.60 area on gold. And again, our open price is 33.30. Excuse me, 33.33. So we keep an eye on that. Good morning, guys. It is 9:06. 9:06 gold. Oh, oil. I was looking for bullish on oil today, guys. Look at this. Finally trying to break above that 68.42. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Alright, previous day highs already taken out. So if we looked at Edgeful, the stats of us closing green are probably very high already. Yo, is there a Davis in here? I don't know. Let's see. Guys, I do offer... somebody set up a consultation yesterday, a 15-minute consultation, and just didn't show up. And I was like, bruh. They, like, followed me on social media and everything, so I'm like, alright, you do you. Crude oil. And then it didn't email me back till this morning. Previous day's range. Let's see. Looking at oil right here. Alright, let's see what Signet says about gold. There's not always a direct relation, so I like to look at DXY, but I also, more importantly, look at USD/GPY for gold plays. They should move in opposite directions, so I like it. Look for support resistance levels. Okay, that's interesting. So he's saying he uses the USD/GPY. I'm pretty sure I asked him that before. I'm pretty sure when this happened, I looked at it and liked the dollar better. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll take a look. I did want to check, though, oil previous day high broken. Look at our daily session, previous day's range. And previous day high broken, only a 63% chance of closing green. We can look by weekday, and only 59% chance of closing green. That is a very difficult probability, a very difficult odd for us. We can look at the past year, see if that helps us at all. And I think it might, because the past 6 months have been more bearish. Look at that, guys. So, past 6 months have been more bearish. But in general, when oil trends, if we're looking at the past year now, it trends very well. So 68% chance of closing green on a Monday in the past year on oil. That's what I'd like to see on oil today. We're going to drop this over here for a quick sec, take a quick screenshot, and do our brief summary. Alrighty, look at this. I like the way oil's forming. Look at how bullish it's been the past. Since about early May, had this run up for 4 days. Had a pullback, a little bit of a manipulation leg right here before it continued back higher. Do like oil back to the buy side a lot. So let's do our little write-up here, ladies and gents. What are we looking at? Why are we looking at it? So we're looking at oil today. CL, crude oil, crude oil. So let's see. Oil has finally made its way back above $65 for the first time in over a month. 2 months. I'd like to see if we could find some strength and remain above that previous day high today and possibly target 66. Alright, cool. So that's sort of what I'm looking for on oil today, right? So oil is finally made its way back. So I got to delete a little bit of this because 65, which it didn't hit 65 yet. Just giving it an, oh, it did hit 65. Did it hit 65? Let's see. It did hit 65. Beautiful. For the first time in over 2 months, I'd like to see if we could get some strength and remain above that previous day high to possibly target 66. Awesome. Now, let's see, though. We are pulling back. Let's see if we can find some long entries now on oil. Because we did our higher time frame analysis, and that's great. Okay, good. Here's our broken supply zone, major support area. 15-minute demand area. I'm going to mark this out right here. So now demand's starting to overlap that broken supply. 30-minute, 45. I also wanted to see maybe hourly wise any fair value gaps or anything of interest. I do not see it. Alright, so 64.40 would be an area I would consider longs on oil and look to see if we could hold this pivot low at 64.20 to create a higher low there. And again, target maybe 65.20, new high a day. Edge full stat. In the past year, when we break previous day high on CL, we have a, what was it, 60 something, 68, almost 70 of closing green. However, I must mention the past 6 months have not been giving us the same results. However, the past 6 months is only at 58%. And that's because oil's been more bearish the past 6 months. Has been more bearish the past few months. Really, a year. Past 6 months, really. Wow, I can't believe it's been 6 months. I'm trying to think like since like February, and it's June. That's crazy. Alright, so that's what we're looking for on oil. Let me post that out. Keep everybody happy and going and jugging and driving. Jugging and jiving. Let's see. I'll add an alert here on oil. Make sure we don't miss it. Check our volume profile here too, right? And we could update that as well. So our volume profile from yesterday's rally. And it looks like a P shape, right? Which is bullish. Now we can look at our VP from last night, 6 o'clock, 6p. And very range bound, but down here we have low volume. So again, would look to see if maybe possibly we find some buying strength around 64.40. Could look at book map here on oil. And see that we are almost trying to find some support here at 64.65. 64.40 though. Here we go, 64.35. We have some passive buyers down there. 64.35. That is right in here. So we'll keep an eye on that, guys. Definitely keeping those alerts active. Don't want to miss it. I had like 2 alerts on oil. One a little above the other. So in case it triggers fast, I don't miss it. Gives me 2 alerts. Alright, awesome guys. Awesome stuff today. Excited for today, guys. I think we're going to have a good Monday here. Alright, oil, Trade with Kev. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing good today. You guys have a good weekend? let's see. So this is oil. That is Signet. This is gold. Gold probably won't be any trades on gold today. Oil might give us something, and ES and NQ, we're waiting on those as well. Really waiting on those. Take a look at our equities, see where everything's trading at right now. Look at our 15-minute on all of our equity charts so we could take a quick glance and see Meta within range, Microsoft within range barely, trying to break previous day low. Apple within range but trying to break previous day high. It's pushing back lower pre-market right now. And Tesla below previous day low. Nvidia was just above previous day high, now back below previous day's range. Within previous day's range. And this is Amazon above previous day high. So Amazon and Nvidia and Apple were all trying to break those previous day highs. The rest were sort of struggling today. So we can keep a close eye. YouTube guys, make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe. I do appreciate it. Show some love hitting that like button. Let's see oil right here. Oil struggling. So if oil wasn't more bearish on this 15 right here, I probably would try along, see if we could support this area. But I'm really not liking this range. I'm not liking the resistance above us. Much rather wait. Would I just get crude oil previous day high broken alert? Huh? That's weird. Yes, and NQ, we're just waiting right now, guys. We are just sort of waiting for the market to open. Give us some good volatility, give us some good volume. So while we wait, YouTube guys, let me know in the comments what you guys are trading today, or if you guys want me to look at anything. I have tons of tools we could use, tons of different scanners also. If you guys are looking for maybe penny stocks or fast movers, please feel free to let me know. I know I focus mainly on futures, but I do have a lot of tools in this trading industry, in the trading world. Yeah, look at me and Signet got same thought on gold, right? We have way different strategies, but same thought. Gold futures, mostly sideways. Didn't I just say 2 minutes ago, probably no trades on gold today? Because it looks sideways. Under 3,400 and above 3,300. Expected to see it falling now as we are rotating out of precious metals into equities. Fantastic, that's interesting. Oil finding a little support. I said I would consider longs there, but I wasn't a fan of it. It wasn't at any areas of interest in my opinion. Good morning, everybody. Guys, I hope you guys are ready for a great trading day. I know I am. We got to get rid of this volume profile, though, for now. Way too big, way too in the way. Let's see. Visibility. We'll pop it on the 30-minute for now. We're 45. We usually do the 45 on it. That way, if we do want to look at it real quick, pop over to it. Get rid of this old one. There we go. That's our volume profile for today. So during the day, if we develop and we push higher, I'll look to see if we have a low volume node. If we push lower, I'll look to see if we are range bound or maybe want to hold this low volume area down here. Right, look at something I noticed from yesterday, is since 11:15 yesterday, we would take out this low and reverse back higher. We took out then this next low and we reversed back higher. So do we want to then come down and take out this low volume, and then reverse back higher? Something I might look for. All things have to be taken into consideration when we're creating our pre-market prep, because again, that also helps us to sort of sit on our hands and be patient. 30-minute, 15-minute, these are all pulling back right now. I wouldn't essentially be looking for a short right here. Pull up ES on Trade Map Pro and Bookmap. Where is my data? 24-hour local. I would hope it would load so we can get our session volume delta and our session volume profile loaded and a bit heavier there. Alrighty. waiting on oil, waiting on gold, ES, oil. Really waiting on oil today. Look at that oil pulling back still. Keep an eye on oil book map. This is gold book map. This is oil book map. And again, we're looking at that 64.35 passive buyer down there. I want to look to possibly buy with them if they are actively trying to get in longs on crude oil. Alright guys, we have 9 minutes till market opens. 30-minute, 45. I'm also looking, guys, while we're moving lower to see if any supply zones formed. Now, something that I do see is, check this out. We have a 90-minute demand right here, but we also have a 90-minute supply that's trying to form up here. Now, the key word in that is trying. And the reason I say is a key word and is trying is because we haven't closed lower on our impulse move yet, and we also haven't gotten our continuation. Whereas this demand zone did give us our impulse move, closed, and then gave us some continuation. So I would be patient, I'd look to see, and I would really like to see if we could pull back to 64.40, 64.35 for some longs on oil today. I do think that's a great trade setup. Could look to tighten up our stop loss once we get there. Maybe 250 on it. We'll see. It all depends on your account size and your risk per trade. Good morning, everybody. Hello, and welcome. Hope you guys are all doing good today. Happy Monday. It is June 9th. It is 6/9/25. That is crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. This year's flying by. It's going to be 2026 in no time. How scary is that? The market closed on Juneteenth. I gotta check on that, guys. Let's see. Juneteenth. I think so. I want to say yes. Let's see. Wow, that's weird timing. Signet is not in voice chat. I said his market closed on Juneteenth. I think so. Let's see. Market closed Juneteenth. Market closed Juneteenth. Yes, Juneteenth markets are closed. It's considered an Independence Day. And that's Tuesday in a couple weeks. Tuesday in a couple weeks? No. Thursday. Next Thursday. Not this Thursday. Next Thursday, markets are closed. Oil with a drop here. Alright, oil's pulling back. I wouldn't really look for any longs in oil. Wouldn't really look for any shorts. Let's see, gold. It's really just range bound here. Obviously a bit more bearish than bullish at the moment. But, you know, we're at the lows right now. This isn't somewhere we would aggressively want to take a short position. If anything, we'd look to see if we could pull back and capitalize on a long reversal off of this low sweep right here. But we could wait. A lot of negative delta on it. I wouldn't trade gold at all. We could look to see what the dollar's doing. Dollar's pushing higher, so you would assume gold should continue lower. Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, everybody? Good morning and good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Some new faces in here. Hello to you new faces. You guys got any questions, please feel free to holler. Look at the support trying to build up here on gold, actually. That looks pretty solid. I'm going to try one long on gold with a stop loss very close to the low because I'm just sort of testing the waters on this. If the support wants to hold. If it just stops me out right away, then we're just going to end up waiting for market to open again. But right now I'm in an gold long with the stop loss near that recent candle low. Just looking to see if we could make our way back out of this demand zone again. I know this demand zone was broken, but it's still an area of interest. And I like the support that built up there as well. That's what kept me a little bullish too. I don't like that they pulled it. That's for sure a red flag. In fact, We'll see. We'll see. There we go. Getting a little bit of a move here. Nice. Nice. Look at that, guys. Very good. Good little quick move there for a moment on gold. Look to get out there in strength and not trust these longs just yet. 15-minute closes in 4 minutes. Yeah, I'd be careful on that. It does look better off on the shorts. I'm thinking I'm probably just going to manually, let's manually stop out of that. Not worth it to hold to stop loss, because right now it's a 50-50 trade. It's in a demand zone. That demand zone was broken. It's near its open price. That open price isn't holding. There's too many factors that are running 50-50 on this, so we can't really confidently take a trade. So we're going to go back to waiting on oil, go back to waiting on ESNQ. These are the 2 or 3 tickers we're really waiting on a good A+ trade to take. Here's NASDAQ's got some support, resistance around 21,822, 823. Here's NQ over here right now. We're currently trading at 809. Market's open in 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes till market opens. Discord, don't forget, if you guys got any questions, you can feel free to put your voice chat on. Say hello. Ask away. Let's wait for oil. Oil chopping around. Gold chopping around. And of course, ES and NQ are chopping around because it's still pre-market. Be back in 20 seconds. Uno mas. Get some water, drink some water, stay hydrated. Pet your pets. Well, look at that quick turn on NASDAQ there. That's why we don't like to trade these pre-markets. Plus, we're in that supply zone, which when we're in a supply zone like that, it tells me there's a good chance we're going to be range-bound. Gold's starting to hold that demand zone finally. Oh, look at that. More support formed. If we were watching it, we would have seen that. That's okay. That's okay. We stopped out of gold. If anything, we look for it on the 15 to close back above this area. We could take that long off of that 15. We'll have to see, though. We got to close above this demand area. If we don't, no trade. Yes, and NQ. Guys, we got market opens in 1 minute. Market opens in 1 minute. Let's wait and see what we have going on. What's cooking? Good looking market. I like this area for support here on NQ and ES. Where's ES at? Let's see. ES trade map light. 60.05. What'd I say? 60.03 was the area I liked on ES. 60.03. 60.05 strong area on bookmap. Market's open 27 seconds, guys. 27 seconds. Gold's looking like it is trying to hold. How's the dollar looking? Dollar big pullback. Gold looks okay. Gold looks okay for possible re-entry long. There's that 15-minute close. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Where's gold now? Gold, gold, gold. 15. I did not get my fill on gold, my refill on gold. My refill, that's funny. I do like how the 15 closed. 30 closed a little bearish, but we could wait and see. It still swept that recent low. And the supports keep building up. Ooh, big pullback on it. Which that pullback is what filled my re-entry on gold. So I am in gold now. Off of this demand zone. Stop loss is at these lows over here that we swept before. Ooh, resistance building though now. Damn, man, I hate when gold does that. We said gold was going to be range bound today. So we'll wait to see if it gives us a move back higher. We'll just manage our stop loss, really. But let's take a look at ES and Q. There we go, they're pulling their resistance on gold. ES and NQ, range bound. Wanted to see 60.03 on ES for support. There we go, and nice. Gold's moving in our favor too. ES moving lower. Let's see. So here we go. ES moving lower. Where'd gold go? Oh no way, did it lag and delete my gold and oil? Where's my gold and oil charts on TradingView? That's crazy. Wow, it really deleted my charts. That's messed up. Yes, close to that area of support. Gold is going very well in our favor at the moment. Oh, oil's near our area of entry too. Put GC back here for a second so we could see what gold's doing. Look at that, guys. Wow. Retested gold entry in that long, doing well. Oil did hit our possible entry. I did not get filled on it. Thinking of getting out of gold up here, because we have a fair value gap up here we're hitting too. And that was just a real strong move. Always good to be in a strong move like that. We're coming into a level of support. We're breaking through it. Got to be a little careful at this point. This volume profile is really in my way. There we go. Oh, gold. Looking for gold to hold. We could use our footprint chart here too and take a look where point of control is currently trading at, which is higher, so that's bullish and holding me bullish on this for gold. ES and Q. ES in that area of support I was looking for. Close to that 6,003. Starting to dance right here. I got oil going off on my phone too, telling me, there we go, gold's doing great. Let's put that same oil chart back here now. ES holding 60.05, great. Everything's killing it right now. Pre-market plans are doing phenomenal. Let's put oil back here for a second so we keep an eye on it. Same thing with this volume profile. Gotta get it out of my face. There we go, ES. I wanted to see ES dip a little lower. There we go. Gold point of control moving higher. There's 60.03 on ES. So let's just wait a second here, see how we want to react. Gold's just killing it, by the way. Still in that gold long. If ES starts, I don't like the way we're dancing down here. A lot of selling pressure too. NAS didn't hit the area of support I was looking for. But that's a key level on ES. I will try along here off of a hold. Tell you guys when I get filled. I'm gonna try it. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I'm gonna try it here. Tight stop loss, literally like 2 points, 2.5 points. Yeah, it's going right to it. Let's be careful on this. I was looking to see if we wanted to hold a lot of selling delta, and I was really risking only what we're making on gold right now. That was sort of the parameters on this. Wanted to see that 60.03 hold, but a lot of selling pressure here is going to move us lower. Yeah, it stopped me out of that. We're going to hold out on ES for a moment. Go back to gold, see how gold's doing. Point of control's up higher on gold. 15 minute. Was trying to push higher. Just got to be careful with gold too. Because gold might also be range bound. We mentioned that this morning. There we go. Now what I really liked on gold though was that point of control was moving higher. This one right here. So if this point of control can now move higher too, that would be huge on gold. That would be huge for directional purposes. But look, it's trying to move lower now. So we got to be a little careful with gold. Oh, do we have ES? Let's see. Good, it did update at RTH. That's so cool. NQ went through its area of interest. I wanted it to support. Gold's pulling back like crazy right now. Negative delta on gold. Let's see. If we didn't have resistance right here, I would add on this pullback. But we do. We'll wait and see now. If they remove that resistance, I'd possibly add. It's just pretty strong now. Let's see. How's the dollar looking? Oh, we don't have the dollar here because the charts were messing up on me. That's right. Dollar's range bound. Trying to move lower though. They pulled that resistance, but that selling pressure just got crazy there. Look at that. Didn't hit my stop yet on gold. Let's see if we want to hold here, but selling pressure got crazy on that. And sellers and buyers have been showing themselves this morning. Yeah, stopped out of gold. Really just range bound on there. So we're going to wait for that ESNQ. There we go. ES did start to hold. Let's stay on ES now like we wanted to. Some resistance up here. Low volume shelf up here around 08 to 10. Wait to 10. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Random? What's going on? How was your weekend?
Good. Had the family down, so
Nice. Yeah, I like it for the reversal here. I like a pullback first, but we'll see. Point of control is lower though, so we'll wait a sec. Came into that resistance and rejected it. That's why I didn't want to get longs at those highs. Let's wait. NQ. Area of support, but we've been pushing pretty strong to the downside. Weighted index is trying to hold though. Which is usually a good bullish sentiment for Nas. But right now it's clearly failing. I'd like to see a reversal here on ES and NQ back higher to the buy side, but we'd have to be pretty careful on this. Let's see. I like the weighted index trying to hold up. I really want to see a strong buyer step in though in the market. And right now, all we've been getting this morning is sellers. So until we get a strong buyer that proves us otherwise, let's just wait and see. There we go. But you see that every time a buyer steps in, it gets batted. There we go. This buyer's starting to accumulate. We need to see follow through with this. Now we have 11 seconds left on this 5 minute. And it's struggling, man. It's struggling like crazy. 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Not looking good. Not looking good. Let's see. This chart, this market's so 50-50 in my opinion right now. I'd like to see us reverse and go back bullish. I like that we had a green candle on ES off of this key level. But we'll just have to see. I want to see equities pushing higher. That would also help us here. Right now, equities did reject a little bit. I'm currently in one NQ long where I would have taken ES here, but I got an okay fill on NQ around 59. Just really needs. I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of this. I'm gonna hold again just because the fill was okay right now. Could possibly look for a pretty good return if we want to continue higher. We just haven't taken out previous day high or anything like that just yet. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Fantastic. 324 left though. So we could wait. We just wait 1 sec here. Because ES has some resistance up here. We got a low volume node up here now. So we got to be a little careful. I'm looking at NQ though. Equity's trying to push higher. Would like to see us just fly through it. Nice, got some support below us too, okay. Stopping out a lot of people who are in shorts. Beautiful, wow. Really need to see strength here. ES just hit that area of resistance though, so be careful. Really need ES to just fly through that. There we go, NASDAQ, nice. Nice, come on, get that follow through. Equities are trying to hold. Met a new high a day. Apple's selling off though. Microsoft and Apple are both bearish at the moment. If those could flip, the rest of equities are bullish. Nvidia was also pretty bearish. I don't know. Maybe get out up here into strength. Let's see. Ooh, this thing's just so good. Wow. 230 left in this. How's the 15-minute look? Nice, 230 left in the 15. Definitely want to maybe wait on that. Wow, look at that. 213 left. Wow. Phenomenal entry on this is crazy. Let's see. I don't like that ES is starting to struggle here. I almost want to get out of NAS right now. But those equities are just, yeah, resistance on NASDAQ. We're out there into strength. Fantastic little move right there. Nice, nice, nice. Gold, range bound. We're going to stay out of gold today. Oil. Oil, on the other hand, might possibly be giving us an entry. Yeah, off of that key level. That was something I was looking for on oil, guys. Remember that. Oh, give me a bad fill on oil, but I do want to try some oil longs. Because it was part of our trade plan. And we got to trade our trade plan. Stop loss is near the lows on oil over here. 15-minute closes in 40 seconds. Would need buyers to step in pretty quick here on oil, actually. And if they don't, I'm probably just going to stop out. No point in holding that. But we'll see, we'll see. ES and Q just killing it. Killing it. Might just get out of oil and stay on ES and NQ today. What was the low we hit over here? 35? 35. Alright. They should try to protect their position a little bit. 11 seconds, 10 seconds. Oil's got to get back above 42 here. It's struggling. There's 42. It's trying. I'll hold oil. I'll hold oil. Really got to see a buyer step in though and protect this 35 position. My stop loss, I guess I'll put it at 34 then. Gold trying to hold this demand zone. ES and NQ pulling back, but that 15 definitely gave us a nice reversal on NASDAQ. Not so much ES. So I'm going to be a little patient on that. Let's see ES on Bookmap. I like this low volume shelf right here between 08 and 10 on ES. So we'll take a look at that 08 and 10 on ES. But I got to remember that with that short position that I'd possibly be looking at, there was also, I wanted longs off of this 03 to target new high a day. So that's completely bullish, completely against that trade plan. So just something to consider and recognize. Oil up in profit. Here we go. Here's that low volume shelf on ES. Weighted index flipped. I actually do like this for possible shorts. I'm going to take it short on ES here, guys. Stop loss is at 6:10.25. Ooh, oil flipped red on us for the moment. Nice rejection on ES. I'm thinking of getting out of a contract right here to lock in some gains, but that weighted index flipping bearish. Meta Nvidia trying to hold bullish. Meta rejected previous day high. Meta, Microsoft, Amazon, and Apple all bearish though, so I am going to hold these shorts on ES. I am gaining a bit more confidence in this. So I'm currently holding shorts on ES, 2 contracts at 60.08. Where'd it fill me? Filled me at 60.0875. Stop loss 60.1025. I would like to first target new low a day would be nice. I do want to be a little careful. I think I might first target the 60.03 area in case we want to hold it. 60.05 was a strong point. I liked the weakness in equities though. I just don't like that we're trying to hold at the moment. Might get out of one if we get one more dip here. Yeah, I'm going to get out of one contract if we get one more dip here. Because remember, my original trade plan being bullish off of that 60.03 area. So if it gives me one more dip, I'll get out of one contract at 60.05. 60.0525 maybe. Yeah, look at how buyers are trying to hold it here. Let's see. Yeah, equities are trying to hold too. Let's get out of one contract just right here then. You know what? Manually exiting both of them. Playing it a little safe there into profit. Not a fan of that 50-50 on there. I like the resistance above head. I just don't like that overall equities are trying to hold bullish. Still in that trade on oil. Show you guys how that's going. Chopping. Want to see if point of control is moving higher on oil, back out of this demand area, and it's trying. That's great, but we have resistance we're running into and rejecting. So a lot of sellers that we have to get filled before we can move higher on oil is going to make it a lot harder for us to move higher on oil. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Gold chopping around still. Not like oil's doing much more. Yeah, oil's looking like a big no. But we'll have to see. How is that 15-minute, 30-minute? Looking bearish. 10 minutes left in the 30-minute, though, so we could let that 30 close. But right now, 15-minute closed pretty bearish. Previous day high was taken out, though. We'll see. We'll see. It's just that 15 was bearish, guys. That's a tough, long position to go against a 15-minute time frame like that. I'm glad I got out of ES. Check that out, guys. ES ended up trying to hold too. Not glad I got out of NASDAQ. I could have used VWAP for a re-entry. We'll see. Oil dance around off the 640 key level. I want to see what oil's got right here. I'm going to add a little on oil there to average down my position when we were in this zone. It just flipped on us. It was this bit I wanted to add at. Really want to see this point of control move higher. Nice. There we go. Oil. Beautiful. Give us one more pop-up. I'll get out of a few contracts to scale out. Lock in some gains. What's that? 45, 50, 54. 54 is a good area. So we'll shoot for 52 in case we want to reject right before. Low volume node up here too. Got to be a little careful with that. 3 minutes left in this 5 minute. Give me a pop so I can get out of some of these. Oh, that was close. It just wicked it. It wicked it so it didn't fill it, which is nerve-wracking-ish. Let's see. So I moved it down to 51. I want to exit a few contracts at 51, but we're keep rejecting right before, and point of control's lower, which again, all these red flags right now. Just have to wait on oil. Apple inside week starting week 3. Oh wow. Really? That's crazy. It's insane. Gotta see buyers step in here on oil, man. But look at that. Every time we're wicking into these sellers. Let's see. I could delete this for now. These sell imbalances. We hit these two up here. We rejected for a moment. We hit this one right here. We rejected for a moment. I want to see us continue higher, though. We keep struggling, though, to continue higher on oil. But they're holding that 640. I have 640 as a key level very well. Minute 30 left. But I also worry that we're failing to rally out of this demand zone so many times that eventually we're going to squeeze lower. So we're going to look to exit a few if we could get higher again here. Minute 15 left for the 5 to close. ES and NQ, what are they doing? Well, ES could possibly still be working for the shorts. But we'll see. Need to see oil higher. Point of control just dropped like it's hot on bookmap on oil right here. Which means so much volume has accumulated at this point that this is our new point of control down here, which is usually a huge bearish sign. Moving stop loss up to 37. 35 seconds left. Need to see us at least close bullish on this 5 minute. We were waiting on the 30-minute candle to close on oil for a possible reversal, so we still have 524 left on that, but that again would require this 5 minute and the next 5 minute to go bullish. Getting a little bit of a run right here. I'm going to move my take profit a little bit in case we want to just spike higher. So again, could capitalize on this gain. Let's see. Dude, what a struggle here on oil, though, man. Yeah, alright, screw it. 51. I'll try to get out of some at 51. Point of control struggling, but it is trying to hold up. We're range bound right here. I'm a little concerned we get a manipulation lower first. But we'll see. I was waiting for that 30 to close. Should really just be patient for that 30 to close. I might just get out of those few just to play it safe. on oil. So 51. I'm going to get out of a few contracts. Get a spike up there. 49. I mean, I'm seeing buyers stepping around 50 also. So maybe 53. If we get a break of that previous 5-minute high, will be my first take profit. Just really struggling to get above 49. Gold continuing out of that demand zone. ES&Q range bound, but trying to continue higher. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Every time I look away from oil, it does something. Maybe I should look away. Alright, looking at ES now. ES and NQ. Nasdaq's a lot closer to its pre-market high than ES is. Random, what you seeing, boss? Got anything? Bro, I need a break here on oil. I want to see that 53. 53 is my first TP. We keep struggling like this when we make 49 my first TP. And buyers have been accumulating. We've just been squeezing here. Looking like we're getting ready to pop.
Well, if it's ICT, we're going down. We had a high, a low, a 50% retrace. We're in chop right now because, you know, we had that big move at market open, which is oftentimes followed by consolidation. We've been chopping on VWAP on the ES. I'm speaking of the ES.
Yeah, I was going to say, talking ES or oil? ES.
ES. I'm on ES right now.
Gotcha.
And it's starting its drop. So the first target here is going to be 6,005 even, which we're tagging at, and then 6,003 next, and so on. So if we're going south.
All right. Yo, oil's really not giving us any. Minute 30 left in this. Let's see. Guys, just everybody put all your money into oil. We could move the oil markets for sure. For sure. I'll make a quick call. It looks like a bid just came in there on oil. I'm hoping that holds. Oh, there's an ask.
We're supposed to call you Roaring Kevin now?
Roaring Cat. Oh, yeah, Roaring Kitty. Remember that? That's so funny. Forgot about that for a second. Roaring Kevin. That's so funny. Nah, just trading with Kev. That's good enough for me. Yo,
When you say that little dog of yours, his name is?
Lucy.
Roaring Lucy? No,
Roaring
that
Lucy.
doesn't work.
No.
Loud mouth. I have to work on that one.
I just got a kitten. His name is Jagger. We got Roaring Jagger. Yo, oil is looking like a huge no right here, guys. My stop loss is at 38 right now. Said if it's looking like it's failing to rally out of this demand zone, we have the 30-minute closes in literally 15 seconds, guys. We'd have to rally right now. Not impossible. That was our dip of manipulation. Okay, there's our break to 50. Can we get 53? Let me get out here. I'm getting out of 3. I have to get out of 3. I was in 6. It was a little heavy, guys. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. There's 55. Oh my goodness. Does it now want to go? I like the CVD's been curving higher. Just 54 hit a lot of sellers. A lot of orders there. I'm gonna start roaring turtle. Nice. 54, 55. We're trading off this 55 pretty strong. Let's see. How's the hourly look? Time is it? 10 o'clock. Hourly just closed, and it closed bearish. I want to get out of oil. I don't want to hold oil anymore. I mean, if we could scale above this 55, great. Nah, we're not holding it. I'm going to get out manually right there. Closing our oil position, guys. We are out of oil because the hourly, 15-minute, 30-minute, they all closed with a bit of a rejection, and we do not want to be trading against that higher time frame trend. So great trade, great managing, and great understanding when to say when on it. Ooh, ES. Hi, ES. How are you? Donde está? Where are you? Yes, nice rejection. I like the shorts on ES even because equities weighted index is looking bearish too. We rejected the 609, 610 area I had. This could have been a retrace to it. I'm in one ES short here, sort of playing it safe today right now. Stop loss 0875. We got 245 left on this 5-minute. Yeah. Would like to see us continue lower. VIX is trying to move higher, which is bearish, so we'll see. Some resistance building up above us. Looks alright. Very good. Nice, look at that, look at that. This was a nice low volume node up here on ES and Q. Well, ES. NAS trying to hold. Equities are trying their best to hold. Got to remember, when buyers stepped in, they were able to step in with a nice pop today. And initially, I was looking for a long position off this 60.03 down here on ES. So let's see. Minute 57 left on this 5-minute. Want to see us move lower here. There we go. Minute 59 left, getting some selling pressure. Some resistance building and forming and falling and flopping and bopping. Nice, there we go. Give us a little move here. Gonna add, see if we get a nice drop. Add, and then out of that add. Guys, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll add when it looks like we're ready to finally get some momentum, and then I'll scale out of that add once we get a few points into profit. What we're doing at that point is we're sort of safeguarding our position and making it a no-lose trade. Yeah, I'm going to manually get out of this last contract because, again, I was looking for 60.03 for a long. This could be our retrace to 60.03. Now I have resistance above us, support below us, rock in a hard place. You guys know me. I'm not taking any positions if we're stuck in a rock in a hard place like that. Oil, look at that though. Oil's trying its best to continue higher. I didn't want to trade against the higher time frame trend, which was looking a bit more bearish on this last hourly candle. We were waiting for the 90-minute to close, and that hasn't closed. It doesn't close for 25 minutes. Oil might have something here. Let's see. Footprint struggling a little bit here. 17 seconds left. Yeah, no more oil. Good stuff today, though, guys. Not bad. Let's see. Check our 15-minute time frame, 30-minute. 30-minute really is trying to reverse on NQ. It's funny, I like longs on NQ more than I like shorts on ES. Random, you got anything, homie?
I've just been playing this range here, but it hit a pretty good level already. So unfortunately, I only have like much higher targets
Yeah.
or a retrace. So I've just been playing the inbound. I basically have it where I can go visit the 920s. So it's over 100 points that I could trade up, right? Or much lower. Like, hold on, I had it right here. I've just been playing this range. One sec.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so basically we can, into the 900s, so that's I could play it up there. Or unfortunately much lower, like into the 600s. So as long as it's in this range, I'll trade it. But if I see a break lower, then I'm assuming that it's going to try to get down as low as the 600s. If it breaks
Gotcha.
higher, then I'll trade up into the nines.
Got you. I see that. I see that. I'd like to see if 800 could hold here. If 800 could hold, maybe target 825 pre-market highs.
Yeah, I'm impartial. I mean, like it does this a lot. Well, it does this a lot in general, but it just gives you ranges in the beginning. So I've just been trading those.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. No, dude, you're not joking though. Lately, like especially the past month, like every day, the first hour and a half has just been range. It's
Yeah,
been
because it used to be the easy time to make money,
right. Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It just went
Exactly.
somewhere and you just followed, right?
Yep. Yep. Market cycle. Markets are cycling through. But hopefully that will cross over too, right? That can't stay the same way forever, just like it can't stay easy forever. What's easy for some people is hard for others. That's why markets are always changing. No consistency for you. If Nas holds here, I would take it long off that book map level. I'm trying to get filled here. Stop loss 91. 10-point stop loss on NQ. Want to see this bid that got filled right here. I'm along with this guy. I'm along with this fella over here. Nice. Nice. There we go. Give us a little move here. Come on now, buyers. Let's go hit that 25. Target's 25. Target's, I'd like to see 35. But we got to get to 25 before we get to 35. Nice. Beautiful little move here. Some resistance on Nas. We're near the recent highs. Minute 30 left. Wants the equities hold bullish, which they're sort of struggling to. There we go. Microsoft trying to pull back. Careful here. I want to see us move higher so ES stops people out too here. Because ES is at an area of resistance that a lot of people are short at. There we go, Nas. Come on, NASDAQ. Let's go, baby. Break up. Break up. Equity's looking bullish. I'm holding this long on NQ off of that 800 area. There we go. 815. Come on, give me 825 first. Ah, man. I want to get out here. I'm getting out here. I'm getting out right there into strength at 15, guys, because look how weak ES is right here. I know the different markets, they might react differently. Nas does clearly have more strength. I just worry that at any point we could pull back. So out into strength, that was a very nice move. There we go. There's that 825 now that I'm out. But you're welcome, guys, on that entry. I mean, I don't know, man. I try my best. We got to try our best to get some good trades going. Some good entries, some good areas, some good confirmation, good reason. We filled this big bid right here. We just flew high. TP could have been a little better, but that's all right. That is all right. Killer day. We'll see how we want to react from here. Nice. There we go. 35 was originally my first TP. And we're going right to it. 31, 32. Love it. Love it. Wow, look at that, guys. CVD's green. We're just pushing. We're just pushing. Should have held based on the fact that Nas was so much stronger. Damn. Beautiful. Beautiful. Equities weighted index moving up. Apple new high a day. Microsoft pushing higher. Meta pushing higher. Nvidia pushing higher. Amazon pushing higher. And 35 at any moment now. That's funny. That's funny Signet mentioned House. I'm watching House. I might rewatch it. I'm on like season 8, episode 13. There's only 8 seasons, 20 episodes. I'm about to rewatch it. It's so good. Damn, Nas, damn, yes, let's go, baby. Huge. Huge. And I mentioned, guys, earlier, 30-minute looked very bullish on NASDAQ for reversal. So did the 15. But really had some good follow-through finally. Now we can see if we want to trade back higher here, consolidate for a little bit, create a low volume node, re-enter on that LVN. Right now we do still need to see ES claim above the 610 and hold above 610. Look at the buying pressure behind it. Looks good. Looks like we're ready to just rip right here. Damn, man. Oil too? Oh, dude. Gotta just trust the setups, man. That's wild. That is wild. My original entry is almost bottom tick on oil, then added. Very close, guys. Very close. It is what it is. Had some still beautiful scalps today. And our setups are hitting. There's 35 on NQ. There's 38. 50's next target to the upside. Not in any longs at the moment. Looking for a possible retrace entry, which we might not get because we're just soaring. Equity's looking good. Nice, man. Nice. Gold also off of demand. I'm just saying. It's funny, I'm watching House, but I don't remember him saying I'm always right eventually. Damn, man, Nas just flying. I love that. I love that, dude. Strength and equities, and it's near the start of the month. We're looking at a good month ahead of us. You heard it here first. I know it's already, though, the 9th. But it's still 20 more days. Time's at 10:13. Damn, there's 50. That's crazy, guys. That's insane, man.
Yeah, it's good follow through, right? So I'm just gonna stay positive till the 900s.
Yup, for sure. For sure. Oh man, that's horrible. E. Marcel. My wife's a surgeon. Her favorite saying's all bleeding stops eventually. Oh jeez. Wow. I'd like to retrace near 835 possible. I'd really like to see low volume nodes over here, 820, 825. I don't think we're going to get that. We'll see. Buyers keep taking it. There's that 50. Beautiful, guys. Amazing. Wow. Wow, originally, remember, guys, my first scalp on NQ was longs around 760. 760. I was in longs. I got out around 95, 35 points. But 760. Right now, we're trading near 850. Beautiful. Great stuff today. There it went. Yup, you got it, Happy. Yes, sir. I said it looks like we're ready to pop and continue. And that's exactly what we're getting. Equities, too. A lot of strength right there. Waiting for a pullback entry, but as we know, that might not happen. How's our weighted index looking? I'm sorry, our point of control moving higher. Good. Yeah, I mean, I would consider longs almost as soon as this candle's red, like right while this candle's red. Equity's pulling back. Gotta be a little careful when jumping into a trade like that without a proper pullback, though. Because you're sort of asking for trouble. Because if we don't just continue, you're just going to get stopped out. And then you're going to feel FOMO, and then you're going to keep chasing. Miss the boat. We missed the boat for now. We're waiting for a pullback. I'm waiting to see any of these 25, 30, maybe 35 area. 35 would be nice. VIX is pushing lower. We need to see weighted index also starts to hold. Want to see another pullback. I don't trust this to continue higher right now. Equities are still pulling back. Nvidia is the only one that's bullish at the moment on this 5 minute. So let's wait. Once I see more equities start flipping, that's another story. But right now, Microsoft, Meta, Apple all took a hard hit. Check this out. Once these three start wicking higher, that'll give me more confidence. Starting to fill a bit here at 42 on Nas. We're at the top of supply. I know a lot of people are chasing longs here. I don't want to be one of those people. And neither should you. I like this hold here. Equities haven't really started to curve back higher yet. Orb's a good trading strategy. Something that could help you stay consistent. Equities trying to curve here. Except for Microsoft. I guess I would have been in if Microsoft wasn't the lagger right now. But this looks alright. There we go, man. Wow. We haven't broken the orb high on ES. That's pretty interesting. Not yet, at least. Don't chase these highs. Don't buy the highs, guys. Let's just sort of wait right now. We're supposed to try longs on pullbacks. We hit 40. 840 was where we held a support. Wanted 08. 08, 08. Oh, that'd be a big pullback. Yeah, I had 800 was my initial entry. Second entry. Initial entry was near 760 longs. Looking for a pullback again. I want to see if we can find any buyers. Oh, missed by 3 ticks, dude. That's the worst. Equity's still pulling back pretty strong. I wouldn't take anything. Microsoft dipped even lower. Microsoft went from 471 to 469.90 in 5 minutes. It's a dollar move to the downside right there on Microsoft. Nvidia also pulling back this candle. I would wait. I would really just wait. Could squeeze through. Could reverse. We're at the top of the supply zone. ES hasn't been as strong. Look, that's why I'm saying just be patient right now. 15-minute closes in 10 minutes. 15 just closed recently. 30-minute closes in 10 minutes. We got time to let the market do its thing. Don't rush, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, oil, man. Oh my goodness. That is insanity. Gotta just put the stop loss in and sit tight. Alright, let's wait. Let's see. $50 trying to hold here on NASDAQ. Struggling. There goes 48. I'd wait. I'd still wait. Because, guys, we're either going up or we're going down. Just figure out what you want to do. If you're opposite, that should... Yup, exactly. If you think... Always go both ways, right? If you were going long, where would you go long right now? If you were going short, where would you go short right now? Right? Where would your stop loss be on a short position? All these things we got to ask ourselves. Boom! Oh my goodness.
And I'm done for the day.
Nah.
Yeah. This is my first criteria break, and then I don't know what it'll. Obviously, you don't know what it'll do from there, and then fall it into the 900s if we don't have a strong rejection here.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks alright. They're pulling that resistance above head. Looks like 65 wants to be taken. Again, I don't know, man. I just don't like going long up here.
Oh, full port long then.
Yeah, by the highs,
when it's
guys.
aggressively moving up.
Yeah.
And you can't get in. You just turn your brain off.
Just
hit
full
port long. Full port long.
Full port long by market, so it fills you on a nice spread higher too.
Yeah. You want to get at least a 5-point spread, at least minimum.
Let's see, ES. What are we doing, ES? What are you doing, my guy? Damn, man, I should have took that retrace long off that 603 key level. Pre-market was our plan, right? Look at that. Beautiful. Very nice. Gotta just stick with that plan. Forget those FVGs. Stick with the trade plan. Supply, demand, key levels, and LVNs, low volume nodes, high volume nodes. That's crazy oil. Gold. Did gold give us anything with the dollar to help confirm that we would continue higher? Not really. Nas looking like it wants to just shoot up again. Like it has been all day. 2:30 left in the 5-minute. I'd be so careful buying these highs, but clearly it likes popping at these highs today. Apple pulling back, Microsoft pushing back higher. A lot of equities holding bullish right now. I'd like to see another pop higher here. To previous day high would be great. 880, 870. There we go, squeezing at this price level. Are we now finally going to struggle at a price level and give us a pullback? We are still at the top of the supply zone. We haven't really broken it yet. We're close. I'd like it to break it right now would be great. Equities, man. Such a nice little tell. Equities pulling back. Let's see. Come on, Microsoft. Come on, NASDAQ. Come on, NASCrack. Sellers are trying to hold us from the supply zone up here, guys. Still at the top of the supply. We haven't broken it. Left a minute 4 left in this 5-minute. Looking like sellers are trying to hold it. Would like to see a strong spike here on the last minute of this 5-minute. Without that, we probably are going to reject back lower for a little bit. Might get a pullback. We'll see. 48 seconds left. Buyers are keep failing. Come on, give us a squeeze. There we go. Equities, there we go. Here's a buyer trying to step back in. Equities with a little bit of strength here, except for Apple's pushing lower. Come on, give us a pop. Nice pop like we've been doing today. 23 seconds left. Building resistance right here. That's tough. That's tough. That is tough, guys. Let's just wait. Let's see. Okay. That big seller. Let's see if they're getting absorbed. If they get filled there. Okay, here we go. We call that the Costanza method. Come on, give us a pullback. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Sellers, man. Sellers like defending this point right here.
Great day, Kev. I'm going to take off, but yeah, I felt like this was at least an area where I wanted to get out anyway. So we'll see how the rest of the day plays out. Good luck, everyone.
For sure. Yo, good day today, man. Great job. Later, man. I'd like to see buyers continue this trend here, but at this point, sellers have been trying pretty hard, but Nasdaq's been much stronger. There we go. I want to see that 850 hold. 850, 850. Getting some support here. Really struggling though. I want to see a spike to new high a day here. VIX is moving lower too, which is still bullish. So we'd like to see if we get a break towards like 65 would be first TP on NQ. There we go. Nice. I'm gonna get out of 2 cons there, play it a little safe. Nice, nice, nice. Beautiful. I don't like how we've been rejecting these points. I do like that equities are starting to look back bullish again, though, so we'll hold this and see. I don't like this point. The 65 point really needs to see buyers step in above 65. Right now, seller in Delta has been trying to step back in. Stop loss is 53. Yeah, I'm not a fan that buyers keep failing at this point. I'm going to manually stop out, not letting it hit to 53, getting out here at 57. Because now at this point, we had 1, 2 legs. We could be patient now. This could pull back, maybe set up for a third. But right here, we want to wait. Could look to see if this bid wants to fill at 49.75. Minute 2 left. Let's see. Should get another dip right here. 4 points. Markets are doing their best to hold it. There we go. There it is. I like that we're trying to hold 30 seconds left, though. It looks like sellers are trying their best to step in here. Let's wait 1 sec. Yeah, let's wait 1 sec here. We get back above 50, I'd consider. We're back above it. Let's see. I'm in it. I'll try another long on this, but want to be careful. Stop loss at that 5-minute low we just created. Oh, it might stop. Let's see. I'm in a long though. Crazy tight. I didn't realize how tight my stop loss was. It might not work out just for the fact that the stop loss is too tight and I didn't give it enough spread, like room, but let's see. We're trying to hold it. Was looking for this bid that got filled down there to reverse and hold. Nice, good strength. There we go. You know, a little momentum there. I'm probably going to get out of one contract. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, let's see. Seller's trying to hold this. Moving my stop loss to 44.75 for a second. Just sort of let it breathe. Whoa, okay. Got me out of one. Holding one now. I like CVD trying to spike there. Equities looking okay. Equities are actually looking a little bearish at the moment. We'll wait and try to let this play out. Whoa. Okay, guys. Killer. Killer. Yes, sir. Get out right there. Right to take profit. Previous day high. Love to see it. Fantastic, guys. Good job. Clap to you guys. I was like, I don't know, 5 points might be too tight of a stop loss. Just filling with those bids that were getting filled. Almost stopped me out here. It was real close. Just got out. Oh, it's 27. My bad, Ozzy. I just saw your text now. Yeah, it was in NASDAQ. It was in NASDAQ off of this 5-minute close right here with Bookmap. So look, we had this buyer sitting here, this bid sitting right here. And once I saw a strong seller sit there, absorb it, we broke it for a second. And then once we reversed back above, that's when I was able to get my fill for 50 there. And I put my stop loss at the recent low we made there. And that's what gave me my entry on this long position and this bull trend right here. Wow, we're still going. Whoa. Did we get news? Somebody speaking? That was crazy. Yo, Fairchild, we call that the Kevin effect. Yes, sir. That was crazy. That was pretty cool. The VIX pushing lower. Bullish. Might run up another leg here. I'd wait for this 5 to close at this point. It's wild, man. What a nice bull trend today. I don't even want to look at oil. Oh man, guys. Oil, dude. We would have had such a nice trade on oil had we held there, take profit. That is wild, man. Gotta just trust it. I gotta remember, you know what it is that got me out of oil today was looking at the 15-minute, the 30-minute, the hourly. They were closing bearish, so I was like, alright, well, these are closing bearish. These are higher time frame signaling that we might be reversing. But I gotta remember that even though they might be looking bearish currently, that if overall we're creating higher lows, to remain on that same bias, right? And that's something that's going to help me going forward, to hold trades like this on oil that paid me well down here. If they paid me well down here for a quick scalp, then they're going to pay me very well once I'm able to hold. So, just some ways we got to level up. Every day we're looking to level up. Back at previous day high on NQ here. Looking for support. I mean, I can't long these highs up here, man. I'd like to. I'd really like to. But that's why I can't. Oil's going crazy, dude. Oil, NASDAQ. We bought these lows, guys. We bought NASDAQ down here around 760. We're at 880 right now. Then we got in again at 800 even. 800 even when it was wicking, and again bottom tick a wick on this candle right there's just very clean price action today. Markets were very nice to us. I'd look for continuation here. The question is, where's our pullback entry? And the answer to that is there probably is no pullback entry. But can't buy the highs, just gotta wait. I'd like maybe 66. You guys see that 66 area right here? This big bid on 66. We are holding previous day high, though we're getting a little volatile here. Just wait 1 sec, let's see. There we go, give us that 66. Dipping below previous day low, trying to hold. Struggling, dancing, cha-cha. Come on, get that 66. '70's trying to hold key level 70. I'm going to try along there with 70 as entry. My what I want, 66 for entry, so I guess stop loss will be 63. That way it could hit 66 if I let it, but I'm looking for this trend to continue. Hey, thank you, Happy Journey. Gotta just stay killing it. Follow the trend, follow our setups, and everything will follow through. Nice, nice CVD spiking here. That looks good for follow through. Equity's looking bullish except for Apple. Gotta see Apple reverse. There we go. NASDAQ. Let's go, baby. Run it, run it, run it. Love to see it. Love to see it. I'm going to get out here into some strength. Right around that 78. I know, it's just a small scalp on that. The reason is Apple was pulling back. I'm not a fan when equities, a big equity like Apple, is struggling. And I did want to see 66 get hit. So now that I'm out and we're starting to pull back again, I could look for a re-entry. Come on, give us 66 right here. 66.50. Big bid down there. $66.50. We're holding 70 pretty well. There we go. Come on now. 66.50. Gonna get a 66.50, 66.50, 66.50. Somebody's sitting at 70. There we go. Come on now, hit Mr. 66.50. Let's get that money. Oh, that might have been our hold off of 67. Might have front ran that position. Sorry, we'll wait. Alright, there's that 66.50. Starting to dance. I'm gonna try it along there, 66.50. Stop loss, I'll put 62. So if it just dumps right here, I'm just out, and that's okay. Ooh, getting close, it's trying. It filled me at 68, so 6-point stop loss on this. I want to see buyers hold this back up again. Nice, guys. Oh my goodness. Wow, what an entry. What an entry. Get out there into strength, whatever you guys want. Get out there into strength. I'm going to get out of one contract there into strength. Holding just one. Scalping the hell out of NQ today, guys. I love that. Yes, sir. This got room to run. Yes, sir. Let's go. I hope you guys are having a good trading day too. I might get out here into strength. We're struggling around this previous day high. It does look like it's got room, but we had a killer day already. It's still in the green, and I don't want to let this winner turn into a loser. So let's see if we could pop up one more time. See if that was just a pullback. Might move my stop loss to that recent 5-minute low, so I'm at least risking less because I did take profit on a trade up, what's it called, contract already. So looking to see if we could continue higher on NAS here, but look at the sellers trying to step in. Just want to wait a sec here. We're right near my entry point, 68. Stop loss is at 64 now, so I have a 4-point stop loss. 64.50 is my stop loss. Looks like it wants it. I'm going to manually stop out there at 67. I don't want to let it get to my stop loss. I already took profit off that first contract at that quick reaction. Again, just a quick scalp. Just a quick scalp. Scalping this momentum, scalping the range, buying the dips. But overall, good stuff. I wouldn't go short down there, right? If I was asking myself, would I go short down here, I would have said no, and I probably would have held that long, but that's alright. That's alright. We're chilling. We're okay. Good trading day. Great trading day. And, yeah, it's 10:40. We'll wrap it up soon. YouTube guys, make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe. I hope you guys join us every day here at Bullishbrs and our community at Bullishbrs. And, on YouTube, if you guys keep hitting that like button, I'll go live again tomorrow, too. Don't forget, follow me on Instagram. Kevin, I was going to say Kevin.Futures. That is incorrect. It is Kevin Trades. No, it's not Kevin Trades either. It's Trading with Kev. Wow, I really picked one I could remember. It's alright. I just got a kitten, and we named him Jagger because he dances around a lot. And I keep calling him Jaguar. So I think I'll stick to what I know, and that's trading. Dude, oil man ran and killed it today. I suppose if we held our gold longs off of this pre-market sweep in this demand area, we would have killed it on gold as well. NASDAQ killed it today. I mean, everywhere. Even scalped some shorts on ES here. Just everywhere, guys. Just scalping it. Making some nice soon-to-be roaring Kev. You know it. You know it. Nah, I gotta be original, man. Forget that. Trading with Kev. Trading with Kev's not too original, but it's cool. I like how it rolls off the tongue. It's personable. Trading with Kev. The world's ending with Kev. That's what I should call it. Is Musk back in the White House? Did they make up yet? VIX pushing lower, well, trying to push lower, which would be bearish. ES has been range bound. Guys, check out how much stronger NASDAQ has been in relation to ES. From the lows, we have about a 0.5% move. It's okay, so it might not be that big. Yeah, 0.5% move on NASDAQ, but on ES, it's a 0.275% move. So NASDAQ had almost double the strength in that, right? And we saw that it was going to have more strength when it was breaking these pre-market highs from this morning. Yes, hasn't even broken those pre-market highs yet. That's crazy. So we've had divergence, and that has a lot more relative strength, and we noticed that, and that's why we took advantage of NASDAQ today. But there's another bid filled. Those bids getting filled have been money to me today. Do I want to take it again? I don't think I want to try my luck again on it. It's been playing real nice. Jumping into it again. Nah, look at that's not working out. We don't want it. I'm good, thank you very much. Oh, CVD spiked, though, on that dip. Nope. And spiked back lower. You know what the market's telling us right now, guys? The market's telling us, day's over. Day's done. Job's done. We did it. We killed it. Nice trades today. Beautiful trades today. Followed our trade plan to a T, almost, except for crude oil. Could have held that. That is insanity. How we had those oil bottom ticks. Could have held it from demand to supply. It's still running. But overall, we also did great on NASDAQ. Did great in general, guys. Give yourselves a pat on the back if you did well today. And if you didn't do well, what happened? Where did you go wrong? Was it your execution? Was it the direction? Were you counter trend trading? Were you buying at the highs? Were you buying on the dips? What were you doing wrong? What were you doing right? Right? What was working in your favor that you could have perfected a little bit better, and then we could take it from there. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. If you're on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe. I do appreciate it. VIX pushing lower is bearish. So VIX goes inverse to the ES. VIX measures the volatility index, that is options that expire in the next 30 days. So bullish is when we're moving lower, bearish is when we're moving higher. It is a opposite correlation. Alright guys, take care everybody. I'm gonna see you guys later.